Electro Optic Systems, ticker EOS on the ASX, is an Australian defense technology company focused on remote weapon systems, counter-drone technology, and high-energy laser weapons. The company supplies advanced military equipment to governments and defense forces and operates primarily in two areas: defense systems and space technologies. One of EOS's core products is its remote weapon systems. These are weapon stations mounted on armored vehicles that allow soldiers to operate machine guns or cannons remotely from inside the vehicle. Instead of exposing themselves outside, soldiers can control the weapon through cameras and sensors from inside the armor. This significantly improves survivability and accuracy on the battlefield. EOS has sold these systems to multiple countries, including Australia, the United States, and several NATO-aligned militaries. Another important area for EOS is counter-drone technology. Modern warfare has changed dramatically because of drones. Small drones costing a few $1,000s can now damage tanks, artillery systems, and critical infrastructure. Traditional defense systems often use missiles to shoot down drones, but these missiles can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars per shot. EOS is working on directed energy laser systems that can destroy drones at a fraction of that cost. Laser weapons are becoming a major focus for defense departments around the world. Instead of firing physical ammunition, these systems use concentrated beams of energy to disable or destroy targets. The advantage is extremely low cost per shot, instant engagement speed, and the ability to fire repeatedly without running out of ammunition. As drone warfare becomes more common, this type of technology could become essential for modern militaries. The investment case for EOS is closely tied to global defense spending. Over the past few years, defense budgets have increased significantly. The war in Ukraine, rising geopolitical tensions in Asia, and increasing NATO defense commitments have all pushed governments to invest. Countries are specifically prioritizing technologies like counter-drone systems and remote weapon platforms, exactly the areas EOS is focusing on. EOS has also been working to restructure its business and improve its financial position after a difficult period a few years ago. The company has been focusing on strengthening its balance sheet, improving operational efficiency, and concentrating on its most commercially products. Management has indicated that the company is moving toward a more sustainable operating model with clearer revenue generation from defense contracts. A key part of the investment thesis is the potential size of the defense technology market EOS is targeting. Counter-drone defense alone is expected to grow rapidly over the next decade as militaries try to protect bases and infrastructure. Remote weapon systems are also becoming standard equipment, meaning demand for these systems is likely to remain strong for many years. However, investors should also understand the risks. Defense companies rely heavily on government contracts, which can take years to negotiate. Revenue can therefore be uneven from year to year. Technology development also carries risk, especially with emerging tech like laser weapons. Another risk is competition. Large global defense giants like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and Northrop Grumman are also developing these technologies. EOS is much smaller than these companies, which means it must focus on specialized niches where it can compete effectively. Despite these risks, EOS represents a unique type of company on the ASX. There are very few Australian companies developing cutting-edge defense tech. If the company successfully executes its strategy and secures more international contracts, it could potentially scale significantly over time. EOS sits at the intersection of two powerful trends: rising global defense spending and the technological transformation of modern warfare. If the company can capture even a small portion of this market, it could become a much more significant player in the future.